Yep, looks good here.
Okay, okay, okay then. Hello, good morning, Chris. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm very honored that you
That's
have
okay.
this Sunday for me. We just got to know each other from social media maybe less than a year ago, right?
Right.
Yeah. So, well, thank you. This is your Sunday. You're giving me this little time to talk to me. So, how are you?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm great. I'm great too. Yeah. What are you doing today? Like any sort of plans?
Yeah, things are great. We're gonna have a great day today.
Okay, great. Chris, um, please introduce yourself a little bit to the viewers. It's gonna be on YouTube, so maybe like people in Indonesia, my viewers would like to know a little bit more about who is Dr. Chris Zaino.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well, who I am is what I believe,
yeah.
and I resurrect heroes out of the complacency of their secret identity, so they could live heroic lives again by expressing and experiencing true love and appreciation right now in every single part of their life. Because I believe every single person was born with seeds of greatness, and they're capable of doing heroic things. I've won Mr. America, Mr. Universe. I built one of the largest healthcare clinics in the world in my
Hmm.
profession. Beat a life-threatening disease to overcome that, and continue to lead people towards fulfilled lives through the God-given principles of healthy living. My job is to get people to live life on their terms, and that's what I
Okay,
do better than anybody else.
great. That's great. So I can say that you are this, impactful entrepreneur. Not only that, you're also a social media influencer, and then a chiropractor, and well, a motivator in the states, and probably now in the world. How does it feel to be the Chris that you know that you are now? I mean, like more specifically, what was the biggest drive in life that make you start all of this?
Oh, you're right. Well, I believe it came from when I was younger.
Yeah.
You know, I think one of the greatest personality traits you can have
Okay.
can be extremely dangerous to a person, but if utilized, it can be very beneficial. Is the ability to get irrationally obsessed on a subject, right? Irrationally obsessed. So that could be, tunnel vision, focused. It's all you talk about. It's all you
The
think about. It's all you want
obsession.
to do. To the to the point, to the obsession, to the point where it seems irrational. It seems wrong. It
Okay.
seems dysfunctional to other people, and it ties into your security and or insecurity, meaning
Okay.
that if I am obsessed on that thing, if I'm not doing well, I get insecure, right? So almost my
Okay.
identity, security, is in the forward progress of that obsession.
Okay. So it's like you're saying that we need to embrace whatever happen in life. Like if we're sure about something or if we're unsure about something, we need to embrace both.
No, even more, it's like you get so focused on that thing,
Okay.
and it's not, and you embrace it. It's if you're doing well in it, you have a good day. If you're not doing well in it, your whole day seems ruined because you had a bad day in it. And I know it doesn't sound good, and it's probably not ethically right,
Mm-hmm.
but you're asking me what got me to where I was, and it was
Yeah.
the fear of losing momentum. It was the fear of losing. It was
Okay.
so I actually was able to use the fear of loss of momentum to
Okay.
motivate
So it's
forward.
like we acknowledge that there is certain potential inside of us.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Tim Grover in his
Okay.
book Relentless, he talks about a dark side,
Okay.
and everybody has a dark side, and sometimes you have to tap into that dark side, whether it be anger, whether it be fear,
Okay.
and flip that to motivate you into that. Also, just for myself, as I was getting, through my years, Napoleon Hill talked about sexual transmutation. And let me explain
Okay.
that. Where Where most people, like in my 20s or 30s or teenagers, they were focused on, sexual stuff.
Hmm.
I still had those same desires, but instead of acting on that, I was able to take that desire, that drive, and put it into what the productive thing I was
Okay.
doing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
instead of going out at night and
Yeah.
partying or
Yeah.
drinking
Yeah. Yeah.
or
Yeah.
trying to hook up, I took that and I put it into my
Yeah.
work.
Yeah. So you deliver that energy in you for something that is productive, something that is more positive. That's
Right.
amazing. That's an amazing message to all of us. Well, now that you are, an active influencer in the social media, do you think that what you are doing in the social media right now, let's say in YouTube or in Instagram, Facebook or whatever, is making significant changes in the way you are impacting the society compared to what, let's say, like 10 years ago? Is it that much different?
Well, sure, you have a bigger reach,
Yeah.
and with a bigger reach, when I could influence people or help people or make them have a better day, shift their perception,
Like
and they
me,
live in
like
another
right now
country.
I'm in Indonesia, for example, right? Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I never would have met you otherwise, right? So
True,
I
true.
see the value. So if your heart is in helping people
Yeah.
to have an outreach like that, it's very effective.
Yeah, true, true, true. I also believe the same thing. Like, perhaps I need to question something. This is a little personal. Why then you believed on this project? Like, I invited you to join this collaboration for my YouTube. Like, you did not know me before. We just know each other from the social media. Then I know that you're not just a random person. You must be very meticulous in, deciding something. What made you believe that? Okay, I think Ayrton maybe the right speaker for me to, let's say, reach Indonesian market or Asia perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you exactly why I'm on this with you.
Mhm.
There's so many pathetic, lazy people out there
Okay.
that I saw your drive, I saw your intention, I saw your enthusiasm, and I saw your hustle, and I
Okay.
admire those qualities. I admire those qualities
Thank you so much
so
for that.
much. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they are so important to me, especially as an entrepreneur, a businessman,
Yeah.
someone someone in their 40s, someone who has a work ethic. I admire that, and I could smell it, I could see it, I could sense it, and
I
and
appreciate that.
and you
Yeah.
have no entitlement. Like you ask. See, so many
Yeah.
times we don't have what we want because we never asked, and sometimes
True. True.
we ask for it, and we ask once and we don't do it. But how about like
True.
keep on
True.
asking,
True.
going for it? You possess those qualities of a successful person. So I want to hang out with successful
Amen to
people.
that. Amen to that. Hopefully, we can hang out in the real
Yeah,
person like one
oh,
day.
definitely. I want to go over there,
Have you been to Indonesia before?
dude. I gotta
Oh
go. I
yeah.
want I want to go within the next year.
Yeah. Let's meet. Maybe Bali or what, Jakarta. I've never been to the States too. Like, I don't even know Texas. I know
Shit.
it from you because I'm watching your vlogs on YouTube, and I know, like, like several stuffs about the States and your city as well. Well, thank you for giving all that information for free for your viewers, for those of us in the like far places like me in Indonesia right now. Chris, tell us more about chiropractor, the field that you are, an expert. How is that different with the conventional medical treatment? I don't quite sure that I have the right information about what is a chiropractor. What sort of practices that you are conducting in your, amazing clinic?
Well, actually, chiropractic actually has more of a Western philosophy of
Okay.
health versus this. No, no, I'm sorry, Eastern
Hmm.
philosophy. Not
Eastern
what?
philosophy.
Yeah, yeah. Western sucks. So and let me explain that.
Yeah.
In the United States, the healthcare system is all about covering the symptoms from the outside in. They never get to the cause. They
Okay.
never get to cause. Eastern Chinese medicine looks for getting to the root of the problem, right? So what chiropractic is your brain and nervous system control everything. You know
Okay.
that,
I
right?
see.
So
Hmm.
if there's anything interfering with the messages from your brain through your
Yeah.
nervous system to a cell,
Yeah.
that cell will not function correctly. So my job is to find anything interfering with the messages from the brain to the organ cells and tissues. So
Okay. Okay.
if I could find an interference, help you remove it, whether it be the spine, nutritionally, or something, and help you do that, then you have to function and heal better.
So it's like
That's
an overall treatment. It's not only a medical treatment, but let's say on the traditional side as well. Is that what sort of practices that
yeah, we
chiropractor do? Yeah.
find cause. So if someone comes in with a headache, there's a
Hmm.
reason why they have a headache. I don't give them
Oh.
the pill to mask it. You don't want to drug it. What's the cause of it? So it takes a lot more work. You find the cause of it, you
Hmm.
remove the cause or help them
Yeah.
change their life to remove the cause. And then when you find, it's like putting out the fire to shut
Yeah.
down the fire. You follow?
Great. Great. So
Fix the intention.
yeah. So I also heard that your clinic is one of the biggest chiropractor clinic in the Texas or in the States. Maybe what is so special about that one, place or business that you are developing? I know that you are also an entrepreneur. You must be thinking something about a brand or a branding strategy. So what is a different brand of over that clinic?
My clinic's been one of the
Mhm.
successful in the world because it's my ability to tell and influence people and
Great.
tell a story or educate them. So I did a very good job of personally educating people to get the big idea, to understand what they're doing,
Okay.
and so it wasn't like newspaper ads. It wasn't social media. I speak my truth. I influence people, and they come into my office. So we've seen thousands and thousands of
Great.
people because that. So I think that's a very important message for those
Yeah.
people that are listening. It's the one of the oldest ways of marketing is
Hmm.
storytelling, right? Storytelling.
True. True. Yeah.
So, I mean, what is social media? It's storytelling. What is copy? Marketing, sales page. It's story. So if you could tell a story or a concept, whether it be verbally on video or write it out,
Yeah.
that, in a way where someone could understand it, and
True.
then
True.
come up with their mind. This is what I want to do, and this is where I'm going to go. Then it's very simple.
So let's say what you are right now doing as an influencer, also as a motivational speaker, is also supporting what you are doing in the clinic because you're building that brand as a Chris Zaino that is trusted, that is motivational. So it helps the treatment for the people going to your clinics as well. Is that you know
Um,
does that make some sense?
no, it's not really working out that way.
Okay.
I have my own way of marketing my clinic, but what it does is the patients that are part of my clinic, they could see that stuff online, and it just kind of
Yes. Okay.
what do you call it? It intensifies our relationship. So
Okay.
they may not see me in person much,
Yeah.
but just for a couple of minutes. But through
True.
social
True.
media, they build more of a relationship with
They
me
have
because
like more access to your
yeah,
personality and everything.
right.
True. 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 Well, that's very interesting that you are a chiropractor. I mean, I rarely heard about chiropracticing in Indonesia. Well, maybe there are, but I don't see that like there are many prominent chiropractor in Indonesia. So it's good that we get to know you from this talk. Now, I want to elaborate on different topics. Like you once won the Mr. America or the
Yes.
Mr. Universe. Is that true? Well,
Yep.
is these more like a what body contest or more into the pageant? What's
Oh,
different actually?
bodybuilding.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's more in the bodybuilding industry. So, what these achievement means to you? Like, is this something that is very positive to you that you have won certain, like special contests like Mr. America or Mr. Universe?
Well, the reason why it means a lot to me,
Yeah,
it's a win, right? So I had a
yeah,
goal. I wanted to reach a goal. I worked my ass off for it, and I got it. So when we start to have wins in our life, when we go for something new in the future, I could always look back and know that I had a win. I had a win. So each time you have a goal and you attain that goal, it increases your confidence on succeeding the next time you go for something. So it was
true,
a
true.
personal goal. It was just a personal thing for me.
True.
I achieved it, and then you can never take that away from me. So
Yeah,
therefore,
yeah.
my next
Because
endeavor,
you are the winner, right? The
yeah, I'm
champion. True,
right,
true,
yeah,
true.
but it's in my heart. No, no, but it's more. It's
Yes,
confidence
yes.
wise. I had a goal. I worked for it. I achieved
True,
it. So
true.
whatever. So I experienced that in real life. So now, if I want to open up a business that I really like, if I want to do anything, then I know. Hey, listen, that's my goal. Like I in the past, I've done it before, and I know I could do it again.
True. So it's more on the experience, on the journey that
Yep.
like taught you something. That's amazing.
Right.
What do you think about physical feature um, versus an actual health? Like, do you think that a physical feature plays a bigger role than an actual health in someone's success? Because we're living in a world where people are really seeing what is in front of us, like what we can see visually. Do you think it's really that much more important than you being a real healthy person?
Well, I mean,
Hmm.
looking good and being healthy are two different things. Just to let
Yeah,
you know. Now, you can look good and be healthy, but you could look
it's
great and
true.
not be healthy, right?
True,
So
true, true.
understand that. What I do, what I do, I have to be congruent, right? So if I'm going to talk about health, I need to. I need a. I was going to say I need to look the part. What I rather say I act the part. So if I'm going to teach people about health, then I have to be taking care of my
So it's
body.
like
I have
actions speaks louder than words, right?
right, right. I
Yeah,
get
yeah, yeah.
adjusted. I get adjusted. I eat a certain way that I'm supposed to. I do my exercises. So if I'm going to be the teacher, I need to be held accountable as
True,
well. So
true, true.
when I speak, I'm not bullshitting you.
Yeah,
it's I believe it as well. So that's another thing in any job you do. If you don't believe what you do, if you don't do what you do, you can't sell it.
okay, okay. I understand that. I see that. I mean, it's like you are really practicing what you're preaching, right? You're telling
Right.
people to be healthy. Then if you're not, if you don't look healthy, if you don't look fit, people will not also trust you. Is that I mean, well, that's the point, right?
Well,
Well,
it's
yeah.
funny. It's like
Mm,
it's not that they won't trust you. Just
yeah.
something in their heart will be off. They're like, I just don't know. Like they won't even know what it is, but
True.
like what that person doesn't see, they'll innately know. And
Yeah.
plus, for you, like if you know you're doing what you say you do, then you're very congruent with your message.
That's true. That's true. So I have also researched a little bit that you have this amazing story, maybe a story of miracle, how you beat a serious illness in the past. Can you elaborate a little bit more of what kind of illness was that and how you've been through it? Like what really, made you survive?
Right, right. So that's how I got into the chiropractic because even though I won Mr. America and all these great things and was on the cover of the magazines, I got diagnosed with an incurable terminal disease called ulcerative colitis. So on tons of
Okay.
medication. I was bleeding every time I went to the bathroom. The best doctors in Western medicine failed. Drugs were failing. I was up to the time of they want to take out my colon and all these dangerous drugs, and I went from about 230
So
pounds
it
to
was
100.
very severe then.
Oh, horrible, dude! I was dying for sure,
Okay.
for sure. And then someone told me about a chiropractic,
Okay.
and totally saved my life. And when I got
Mm.
there and I got my spine adjusted and my body healed itself without drugs or surgery, then I went back to school. I said, "This is what I'm going to do." So you see, I had an experience in it. Then that's why I chose it. It chose me. I didn't choose it.
Okay, so well, let's say life then brings you this chiropractor and it saves your life, right?
Yeah, yeah. And then I
Yeah,
became the
yeah,
best
yeah.
in that profession.
And do you think that these moment in life where maybe you were suffering from this disease, I mean, well, not disease, I mean from this illness, you say that you were dying,
Yeah,
that this moment really created changes in your life, like what has been different, what sort of mindset was developed since that struggle.
I had the top of the world tell me I had a I had an incurable terminal disease,
Yeah,
and my body healed itself from it. So automatically that going through that journey, going through that contrast,
yeah,
right? I mean, I know I don't listen to the conventional wisdom, because if I were to listen to that, I wouldn't be here.
true, true, true. So it shows that there will always be alternative solution, right? If we're seeking for it, that there is a possibility that
I'll
we
sum it
can
up for you.
get
So,
through. Yeah.
I'll sum it up for you.
Hmm.
The body, the body is not limited. Like not the body. Like you are not limited. And
Okay.
the only reason why you feel limited is because of belief systems, bullshit
Okay.
belief systems. So the body's not limited. The only reason why you feel limited is because of belief systems that are false, that
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
putting walls around you, and
The
then
standards, right?
and then right, and you
Hmm.
create your reality. So what are those belief systems? It's from culture, teachers, preachers, parents, media. So when you realize like you are not limited, you're like you are not limited. That any limitations are due to belief systems. They're false, and then you create your own reality. But you can't if you have those belief systems.
True, true. So it's like we need a personal breakthrough in our own mindset, to go beyond what has been told to us, right?
Well, Bruce Lee was all about that. That's why I tell
Okay.
everybody study Bruce Lee, because he figured this out, where his whole life was unlearning belief systems that were put into him. So he was on the journey to find his own truth, or at least acknowledge that that thing I know, that thing I was taught, it's superstition. It's not rooted in anything. So he
True, true.
auditing his life and dissecting
Yeah,
what was told, but he didn't find true, or why did I? What do I really believe about that? And so, even though he was on this earth only 33, 35 years,
hmm,
um, that's he was always about finding truth, and that's
yeah,
why was he so wise? Is because he was dismantling belief systems, and when you dismantle those belief systems, you start to actually get into your unlimited potential.
the unlimited potential, believing the impossibles.
Well, there is no impossibles. That's the thing. Like the
Hmm.
fact that we even say it's impossible, again, is a belief system that
Yeah,
I believe it too.
yeah,
Like, don't get me wrong, man. Like,
yeah.
I'm stuck. I drank the Kool-Aid as well.
True, true,
It's, it's
true.
like me, it's like me sitting in this room right now,
Yeah,
and there's four walls, right?
yeah,
And I'll be like, Ed, I go, there's four walls in this room, and you telling me, dude, there's not four walls in your room, and I'm like, there are four walls in my room, and you're like, dude, there really isn't four walls in your room. So
true, true.
that's how real our
Yes.
belief systems
So we
are.
get to decide if we want to believe on something or not, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I have also been watching your Heroes project, the vlogs on YouTube. That was amazing. I mean, I really appreciate the cinematography effort that you're doing on that vlogs. It's very amazing. I am sure that you deserve even like millions views. So if viewers, if you are really watching this, I am recommending that you are also watching the vlogs of Chris Zaino. Go to his YouTube. It's really amazing project. So, what is that about? Why then the terminology is hero? What hero really means to you?
All right. So what a hero is a person who is admired or idealized for courage,
Yeah,
contribution, outrageous achievement, and nobility. And that's like my purpose statement. And that, I think we all want that. That's why we love superheroes, because deep down inside, we want to be admired or acknowledged for courage, contribution, outrageous achievement, and just nobility. And we take pride and satisfaction in that. And I think too many of us feel it's not like we can't stand up and be okay with that. But when we were kids, we loved it. That was the
yeah,
true
yeah,
version of us. So my job is to for people to reclaim the hero inside them, to remember who they are, to embrace the hero that they are,
yeah,
unapologetic. We all want to be that. Like when I
yeah,
realized
yeah,
that, we want to be, hey, listen, we all want to be acknowledged for
yeah.
doing
True,
good
true,
stuff.
true, true, true.
But
So
we're
it's
in a
like
society that
embracing
says,
the hero inside of us, right?
right,
That you have
all of
the
us.
value to over. Well, that's really interesting. That's one of the reason why I am very interested in the in the notions that you're bringing. That's why I asked you to to join this collaboration on YouTube. I am really sure you have this big message and vision that a lot of people, especially here in Asia and Indonesia, needs to hear. We don't get to hear that much, on a daily basis. Um, well, yeah. So that's the first season, I guess, for the We Are Heroes documentaries. Like, are you planning to make the other theme or anything for your vlogs that is different, maybe?
Well, we have two seasons, season one and season two,
Yeah, yeah, 2 seasons.
and they accomplished a storyline of what I wanted to set out to do. So they accomplished a storyline, and it took me to a point in my life where uh, there's not a season three yet, but
Okay.
there probably will be. But season one and season two kind of full circled a very important
I
time in
need
my
to
life.
finish watching all of them. Like, I have watched like maybe 10 vlogs. Well, that's pretty long. I mean, like, well, I will watch everything after this. Like, and I'm
I
waiting
think
for the third season.
yeah, I think there's 75. So
True, true. There's just like a lot. I've tried to follow like from the first episode to the I've been in the 10th episode perhaps.
yep, yeah, and you'll
Yeah,
enjoy
yeah.
it.
I'm enjoying it. I mean, it's very beautiful because you're also showing the city, the Texas and everything. Well, that's very amazing. Well, do you have anything to say to our viewers right now that are watching this teleconference? What is your suggestion for those who are really facing like big obstacles in their life right now? Perhaps, like work wise, financial wise, health wise, or anything. What sort of mindset that we really need to have to strive, within or beyond these difficulties?
Well, if they're having a tough time in it, it's because you haven't found something they could be excited about. So, one of the most important things to keep you happy is being enthusiastic about what you do. So, if you're not happy or enthusiastic about what you're doing, I'm not saying quit your job, but at least do something in your life that fulfills that. So, get a hobby or something because things get transmuted, like I said. So, if you enjoy a hobby or a sport, at least do that 15 minutes, 1 hour a day, just so you have a little bit. I call it oxygen. So when you're doing something that you like to do, it feels like you're breathing oxygen. And then you continue to go on the path to find something that you really enjoy doing. And
Great, great.
I understand you can't just quit your job. I get it. But
Yeah,
if you can't quit your job, but you could spend 20 minutes doing something like you're doing right now. You could
yeah,
spend 20 minutes
yeah.
doing something that you do enjoy until you find that next step.
So it's like really about finding your passion and exploring it.
Right, it's the
Yeah,
buffet of
yeah,
life. Try different things. Or if there's something that you're like, I wish I could do that, or I really want to do that, find someone who's doing that and apprentice them. Say, listen, I'll
yeah.
work for you for free just to learn it, and then you could actually start doing it. So it's like free school.
True, true. That's amazing. Well, one last question before we finish the teleconference. Do you have any question to me, perhaps?
Oh
Anything that
no,
you want to? Yeah.
yeah. The only question I would have is, we're doing this interview, and I know people are watching and viewing this.
Hmm.
If the viewers that you're watching, if you have any questions, comment those questions below. And so what we
Yeah,
should do is, out of all the questions below, let's
yeah.
get back on and answer those questions. Because see, the thing is, I could talk to you all day long, but the only thing that matters to a viewer is the question they have, right? So I want to
True,
know
true, true, true,
what is their specific question. Let's get
true,
those, and
true, true.
let's come back and answer them.
Thank you for that. Yeah, people need to really pay attention on the talks, and perhaps if they have any question, they can ask it down below the comment box. And we hope
Right.
that we can give like more communication to elaborate on those questions. Well, viewers, if you are watching right now, again, I want to recommend you to subscribe to Dr. Zaino, Dr. Chris Zaino YouTube channel. Subscribe to him. Watch the Hero Vlogs. That's amazing. Watch for the 2 seasons. We're waiting for the third seasons. And also follow him on Instagram, Dr. Zaino. And then what else? Twitter at Dr. Zaino. Do you have Facebook page?
Yeah, Dr. Chris Zaino.
Dr. Chris Zaino too. Yeah. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well. So thank you, Chris.
100%.
Thank you so much for doing this for every one of us that are watching right now. I really appreciate that you are again spending a little part of your Sunday with me talking for you too.
Good,
Yeah.
and I have a free gift for everybody. If they're
Yeah.
watching, if they go to iamhero.com, so
Okay.
iamhero.com/secret, I have
Okay.
a free thing for them. It's called the Hero Secret Sauce. It's the 5 main distilled characteristic traits of heroes on how that they can apply today and start winning today. So it's
Okay.
iamhero.com/secret. And another one, if they just go to iamhero.com
Yeah.
/, program,
Okay.
I mean /register, then I have a master class for them as well. So
Yeah.
imhero.com /secret,
Okay.
imhero.com /register, and at least get that master class as well. So
Yeah.
I have two really good things for you.
I'll put the link on the description box so perhaps viewers can access them like more easily.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Chris, for everything. Well, what else? That's it, I think, for this first collaboration. I hope that you have a great day today. Thank you so much.
Yes. You
Yeah.
too. Take care, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Chris.